Here's a video I didn't really want to have to make, mainly because it doesn't apply to a large section of my audience. It only really applies to people who live near me, but at the same time, I feel like everyone could benefit from hearing it. And it's the issue of people coming to my house. As you already know, I moved a while ago. I bought a house. I built myself a little basement studio. All is well on that front, guys. Having a great time, much better location, but unfortunately one of the side effects of moving into a subdivision is people recognize me and then they find out where I live because of that. They recognize my car, etc. And I've had a lot of people come to my house, and they're not all bad experiences per se, but it's just generally not a good idea to go to a YouTuber's house. That's what I'm trying to say. Please don't come to my house, because I'm not going to say it makes me feel unsafe because of the fact that it's mostly kids. It's all kids. I mean, it's everyone who's come to my house to see me has been under the age of 18. I don't feel threatened by it, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't like having people come knocking on my door. I mean, I've had so many experiences with people who just don't seem to understand boundaries. One night, I was sitting in my hot tub in my backyard, having a couple of drinks with my wife and my friends, and out of nowhere, some guy climbs up my fence and he starts talking to us. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you here? He told me his name, and then he gave me a weird look and he said, hey, are you MattShay? And I was like, okay, so obviously you already knew who I was before you climbed up my fence and peeked into my backyard. Here I am sitting down in my swimwear in my hot tub. You know, kind of a weird, really weird time to have someone talk to you, especially when they're hopping up your fence. So I said to the dude, hey, I appreciate my privacy. And I think he got the point pretty quickly. Oh, yeah, sure. That makes sense. Someone wouldn't want to have a random person climb up their fence because they know who they are. That was one of my weirdest experiences with someone coming to my house. Now, I've had some other ones as well. I've had someone knock on my door and then ring my doorbell a bunch and run away. My dogs start barking a whole bunch. Everyone's losing their mind. And I look out and there's just a bunch of teenagers running around the street. And then, okay, cool. That's annoying. That's super annoying. Obviously, you know that. Nobody ding-dong ditches someone to make them feel good. So anyway, that happened. And then a few minutes later, they came back again and knocked on my door again and ran away. I don't think I really need to tell you that that's not cool, because you already know it's not cool. That's why you did it in the first place. Ha ha. Good joke. MattShay gets some person ringing their doorbell and knocking on their door. Ha ha ha. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't ding-dong ditched before, guys, but it just seems a little bit more personal when you know who the person is and you know they're a well-known person. And obviously, if someone is a fan of you, they're not going to just antagonize you. You know, they're not going to come to your door and start knocking on your door and running away. You know, I've had people actually come to my house and want to see me, which is also not okay. Okay, I don't blame you. I don't blame anyone who comes to my house, you know, any kid who comes to my house and knocks on my door and wants to meet me. Kids don't tend to have a lot of self-awareness. They don't really understand boundaries all that well. So, you know, I've had kids come to my door and say, hey, I want to meet MattShay. I always get my wife to answer it because I don't want to encourage that kind of behavior. I don't want to be the guy who opens up his door, gives his fan hugs, takes some selfies, all that good stuff, because then more people are going to do it. You know, and it just seems like everyone in my neighborhood knows who I am, which is a little bit weird, but I mean, that's kind of, I guess, the territory of being a popular YouTuber, a famous YouTuber, you know, whatever your definition of fame is. Point is, guys, I live in the neighborhood, okay? You're going to see me. You're going to see me walking my dog. I go for a walk with my dog pretty much every day. Dogs. Got a couple dogs. If you see a guy walking down the road with two black and white dogs, it might be me, okay? And if you see me, by all means, come up. Even if I'm wearing headphones, if you come up and you're friendly about it and you just wave to me, I'll take my headphones off and I'll say hi to you. I'll take a picture with you. Like, shout out to this kid, Ethan. I see him a bunch in the neighborhood. He came up to me one day when I was just pulling up into my driveway. And he just said, hey, Matt. And I was like, yo, dude, what's up? And he rolled up and he was like, hey, you know, I'm a big fan. Can I get a picture with you? No problem whatsoever, dude. I love meeting fans. Okay, I went to the convenience store the other day, and I was walking up to the cashier, and a kid was in front of me and he was like, "Hey, are you MattShay?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure am." And his mom was like, "Hey, yeah, he just wants to get a picture with you." We took a picture. It was great. I think like a few days later, I went back to the same store again, and this same kid rolls up with one of his friends and he wants to get a picture with me as well. That's awesome. Okay, I never want anyone to think I don't like meeting fans. I recently watched a video by Boogie2988, great YouTuber, super nice guy. And he talked about this, how he had a guy who I think he worked for a delivery company, and he came to Boogie's house and he was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan." And Boogie was like, "How do you know who I am? And how do you know where I live?" And the dude was like, "Oh, well, I looked you up because I can exploit these services, and I found your house. Doesn't matter, whatever." He's like, "I'm here. I think we'd be great friends." And you can never ever make friends with someone like that. It's not gonna happen. If you come to someone's house, creepily find their address, and then expect to be friends, it's not gonna happen. So I just want people to know that I don't hate meeting fans. I've had kids come to my door, and my wife just tells them, "Hey, it's not cool to come to our door. If you see them outside somewhere, feel free to say hi." And I mean that, guys. Like I had another fan. I was walking up the road, and he rolled up on his dirt bike, and he was like, "Hey, Matt, love your videos, dude. Can I get a picture?" Awesome. Like, look, that makes me feel good, okay? But when you come to my house and start knocking on my door and that kind of stuff, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like I don't have any privacy. It makes me feel like I can't sit in my own house and just chill out. I want to be able to sit in my backyard in my hot tub and not have people climbing over the fence. I mean, it only happened once, and that's good. I mean, if that was a common thing, that would really piss me off. Okay, I think maybe people are slowly getting it. Maybe word is going around that you shouldn't come to my house, but I think it's just kids who don't understand the difference, and teenagers who don't respect. I think this guy might have been drunk who climbed up my fence. Okay, fine, whatever. I've done stupid stuff while I'm drunk as well. I appreciate you not coming back again. Okay, I actually went out and told the people who ding dong ditched me to leave me alone as well, because obviously I did not appreciate that, and I'm still getting people coming to my house. Okay, it happened the other day. More kids came to my house. They were like, "Hey, we're here to see MattShay. We want to see MattShay. We're fans." Like, that's not how it works. Okay, and if I'm outside, if I'm going for a walk, if I'm in public anywhere, I've been recognized at Sobeys. It's a grocery store. Okay, I get my groceries there. I had a kid come up and he was like, "Yo, you're MattShay. Can I get a picture?" No problem. No problem whatsoever. Anywhere but my house. Okay, just respect my privacy just a little bit, and I will 100% respect you too. But once again, guys, you see me in public, come say hi. Honestly, one of the greatest things about being a YouTuber is being able to meet people, being recognized, at least to me. I mean, some people probably hate that, and there's lots of people on YouTube who don't even show their face. They don't want that kind of attention. Look, I'm used to it. I understand that people are gonna come up to me when I'm in public and stuff. And I mean, if you know where I live, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not just gonna vanish. I'm gonna be here for probably years. So get used to it. I'm in your neighborhood. You will see me walking up and down the road. You'll see me driving up and down the road. I have people yell at my car when I drive by sometimes, it makes me happy when I see kids who are just kind of waving to me as I drive by, It's like, "You're awesome. Thanks for watching." And then I have people who yell at me when I go by. I have people who will not talk to me when I walk down the road until I'm too far away to almost hear them. And then they'll start yelling at me, "Hey, MattShea, subscribe, I love your video, dude." Doesn't really feel like real fans at that point. Kind of feels like they just enjoy the novelty of having a celebrity in their neighborhood. I don't know. Look, I don't want to ramble too much. It's supposed to be a pretty straightforward video, okay? For everybody's comfort and safety, don't come to my house. See me on the street, say hi, all is well. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video gets seen by the right people, because I've tweeted about it before, okay? And it didn't really seem to work. So if you know who I am, I'm a YouTuber. My YouTube channel is gonna have this video on it, so it's gonna be hard to avoid, okay? So we'll see. We'll see if I still get people coming to my house, and we'll We'll see if I actually get people stopping me in the street instead. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.